Hey there, my friend. So a lot of folks out there that follow me, you might be one of them, are in the process, or thinking of, or dreaming of, or would like to ideally do something in more alignment with your heart, more alignment with your truth. I'm gonna take these headphones out. You want to do something more in alignment with your truth and move it into business. Like, how do you get paid for your dream job? How do you get paid for, the life of your dreams, the life you'd really like to live? Well, it's a very valid question, and it's something that is not really taught in the mainstream. So you can look up and find ways to learn how to sell something, a widget, a real estate, or cars. You could be a car salesman, or you can do things that make a lot of money. So you can learn how to market yourself as an identity, an external identity, very easily. I mean, it's like totally a possibility. And as soon as you decide which new thing you're going to be, which new thing you're going to try on, you can quickly find resources to make you that thing. So pretty much anything, if you want to sell or do things on Amazon, whatever. If you have that in mind, you have no challenges. But if you'd like to do something connected to your heart, if you'd like to do something that has a little bit more meaning to it, a little bit more soul to it, a little bit more you coming through it, where you feel fulfilled and you feel like it is your calling and your purpose to do it every single day, well then, there's a whole new way to market and brand that. And basically how it works is that you just emerge as your love boldly into the world through videos, through content, through just saying whatever it is that feels right inside of you. When you don't even know what your message is, you could still get clear on it by just sharing the shit that comes up, sharing your stuff, sharing your love, however your love comes out, in whatever means feels most comfortable to you. So in a lot of cases it's social media, but it could be, in whatever method that you'd like to reach people. So just share your love, share your truth with the world, and then from there, whoever resonates with it, whoever says, yeah, wow, this is great, this is really valuable information, ideally you changed my life, whatever kind of responses you're starting to get from that place, then you can start to say, okay, how did whatever I'm saying reach you? Because here's the thing, our love is like a feeling inside of us. It's like this internal thing that we don't really have words on. It's really just a feeling. And so it comes through us and then is spoken however is most associated with our journey, with our story, with our personality, with our feelings and interests and what we've learned and our subconscious mind and emotions and all sorts of nonsense. So everything is filtered through us, but it's hard to really know what the hell it is that we're saying until it's voiced into the world, recorded. So your best mentors early on are your first friends, or first fans, however you want to say it. People that resonate with your message first, those are your mentors. Don't charge them, don't whatever. Just talk to them and say, hey, what is it that I'm saying that resonates with you? What is it that I'm doing that resonates with you? And in the process, you'll start to see the language that they use to explain what you're doing. In a lot of cases, they'll be like, I don't know. If it is a really heart-centered thing that you're doing, they'll be like, I don't know. But they'll have a better answer than you will because you're inside of yourself. You're in your own forest, they're in a helicopter outside of the forest, or they're their own forest, or whatever you want to think of. So they're going to have a much better way of explaining what it is you do. And so you talk to these people, you make friends with them, you just say hey, by the way, what the hell am I doing? What am I saying? How does it reach you? Why is it important to you? All this stuff. And from there, you start to have a way of explaining what you're doing. Because here's the thing. It's not about you. It's not about how you experience it. It's not about what you want to sound like. It's not about what you think your message is. All that stuff is irrelevant. That is completely irrelevant because the only thing that matters is how it reaches people. But it has to start with you, right? So here's the process. Conventional, the mistake of society is to start with, what do other people need? I'm going to be that to give it to them, And so that is very marketing and advertising wise, it's very sound because by definition from your research and everything, what it is you're trying to say, and then you just say it. You forget about who you are. You don't need to know who you are. You just start with the out and you be the thing and just kind of wear that suit when you go on to work or doing whatever it is you're doing. But this is a whole new ballgame. This is go into you first. This is go into you in your own truth, in your own heart, and you just trust and you say whatever comes out, or you act on whatever comes out, or you create whatever comes out. And then from there, whoever is attracted to it you use them as the mirror to explain to you what it is that you're doing. So in this way, you like, it's like Ready, Fire, Aim is a great book that explains something like this, which is just do and then reiterate, you know? But make sure you're doing from the deepest place in your heart, you know? So it's not like you have this idea of what you think makes money, and then you do the idea to see how you can make the money. No. You do, not from idea, you do from heart. You know, you do from feeling. You do from what the world really, really needs that only you can give. You know, you do from there, and then from there your message is refined and cleared by people who tell you what it is, you know, that you think you do. So then from there, to continue to reach those people more, you use the words that they use to describe you, because there's going to be patterns in it, because people are very similar. And so the people who reached out to you, the people who like were drawn to your message, who messaged you through Facebook or commented or said you changed my life or whatever it is, these people, when they're drawn to you, you use their words to replicate that same connection. And so when you replicate that same connection, you start to brand yourself. You start to make your website like that. You start to do, you know, your, what was it? I just blanked out for a second. Like your first major things, whatever it is, the email capture thing. For me, it's a book. You know, I've wrote Inner Courage because I know that those words resonate. How to step through fear, empower your truth, and realize your value. I know that those words resonate with the people who resonate with me most, you know? And I don't do anything in terms of like sending things out into the world without getting the feedback of the people that follow me most. So I totally recommend that's what you do as well. And recognize that in the world of conscious business, which is what I see is emerging, it's like a third wave of business itself. In this realm of conscious business, which is awareness of who you really are and bringing what the world actually needs deep down, far in, instead of just more material stuff, bringing that into the business realm. It's really just like marketing and branding and love, but it's this tricky thing. Dan Kennedy actually is a great teacher on marketing, and he said something very wise. He says, don't brand yourself as something that you can't sustain. So I see a lot of like fitness instructors a lot of the time say like, I am this kind of instructor, you know, and then all of a sudden like a sickness happens, or they burn out because they're so like fighting, winning. You can't sustain that. So if you want to be like a pickup coach, a dating coach, you know, make sure you blend into your message some way that it makes sense if when you want to pivot to have a family. You see where I'm going with this? Like if you want to just be like the success guy, leave space for you to find that, you know, success, the monetary version of success isn't everything. So brand yourself in a way that is connected to who you really are. So obviously the inner work is the first most important way to do this. And then from there, once you have that inner certainty because of all the work that you've been doing, you don't have to be perfect, but when you have a good idea of what it is that you're here to do, to serve, to give, then bring that into the world in a way that only you can bring it, but that is labeled with the language that the people who resonate most with from your message, the people who resonate with your message most identify with. You know what I mean? So remember that. It's not about you. It's about them. So use their words to package and replicate the same connection that they had when they reached out to you. So hopefully that's resourceful to you. Hopefully that makes sense. So even if you're not ready to jump into your journey now, I know that that's I planted a seed that's very valuable in your mind. So if this is resourceful to you, make sure you share this video to anybody that you think would be also benefiting from it as well. This is something I really wish that I had known up front because I had no idea what I was doing. I kind of stumbled into this strategy, and I think it's something that the whole world needs. So here it is. Enjoy it. But yeah, let me know if you have any questions at all, my friend, and have a great rest of your day.